We're on tour. I remember precisely when we wrote the song Amazonia. We met at the studio, and that same day in the morning, we saw on the news that the Amazon forest was on fire, and we showed up really depressed. It came from a very simple feeling, in our hearts. It was just difficult to see the Amazon forest with what it represents for our humanity and for the world, and for diversity and animals, to see the Amazon forest on fire. And it's not something new. And haters will say, "Oh, come on, man! Fire is a part of life, and it's normal." I love fire. I can't spend one day without making a little fire myself. A fire, but it's not the point. There's more than 80,000 fires going at the same time. It was the most fires we've ever seen, and it shows that global warming is a real issue. When you see all these fires, this summer there was a lot of fires everywhere in Greece and Turkey and everywhere. So obviously it's also a consequence of our way of life. But in the Amazon, the problem is a little more complicated. It's not only global warming, but it's also attached to our way of life. It's also a consequence of how we consume. The Amazon forest is cut down mainly for animal consumption and cattle and growing soybeans. So human activity is really the problem here. And when we buy something in a supermarket, we don't realize it, but very often it is directly linked to atrocities committed, like criminal activities, unacceptable activities. So, we decided to make a song, just that. And then one thing leading to the other, we decided to, hey, what about while we release the song, we really do something to really address the problem and do something. It might be a drop in the ocean, but it's a drop, and the ocean is made of drops, So there's nothing else than drops, so it might as well be one of them.
And you're absolutely right about, these things happening, and global warming is yet another pandemic that people don't really think of it in that way. But, COVID is only one pandemic going on in the world right now.